everybody. Welcome back to the Raw Read. I am so glad you decided to stop by and see what I am reading on today. But before we get started, you know what we do. Go right down here, go in your settings and find your subscribe button and go ahead on and subscribe. And while you're in there, hit your notification bell so you know when I upload or when I just want to pop in. And give me a thumbs up to fight my nemesis. We all know what it is. It's that unrelenting beast of an algorithm. I really, really would appreciate it. And right about here is our join button. That is for channel memberships. And if you choose to become a part of our reading club, you will be supporting my little channel to grow, to improve, and to continue. And I will be so grateful for it. We have two new channel members. I have an announcement. We have two new channel members, and I am thrilled to say the least. Our first new channel member, her name is Yellaby ND. Yellaby, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for looking at my channel, well, supporting my channel by, coming and watching my videos, my podcast, and saying, you know what, I think she might have something there. I am going to help her. I am going to support that channel to continue and grow and improve. And I just appreciate it so very much. And our second channel member, her name is Julianne Anderson. Julianne, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you so very much for seeing something in my little channel and saying that you want to support it. It means everything to me. I cannot tell you. It means everything to me. And because these two new channel members have joined the reading club, of course, we have posted their official welcome to the reading club over on the community page. So everybody go over there and give Yellaby ND and Julian Anderson some love. I really would appreciate it. And one more thing, one of my commenters, one of my subscribers told me to turn on my super thanks. And I was like, super thanks? Okay, I'll go and find it. See, I am new to this. I'm true to it, but I'm also new to it. And I'm telling you, my subscribers have just really had my back. They have told me things to do to help to improve my channel, to grow my channel. I mean, I can't tell you. That's what I was doing most of the morning, just going through the comments and just thanking everybody. I did not dream that I was going to be at 3,000 subscribers at this time. I did not see it coming. And I'm just so grateful. And I never, ever, ever could have done it without y'all. Oh, I couldn't have. And I just thank y'all so, so much. But she told me to turn on the super thanks, and that's what I did. And it's over here somewhere too. So if you like to contribute to the channel, there the super thanks is. And thank you. You know who you are. You looking. My subscribers look out for me. They do. And I am just. Do you not know that I know that I am blessed, and I am so thankful. All right, y'all. We got to get to the read. We are, woof. All that needed to be said. Y'all be patient with me because when I start talking about y'all and how blessed I am and how sweet y'all are to me and how y'all look out for me, I get carried away. And I just do. All right, though. But let's get to the read. Let's get to what we came here for. All right, when I was putting the read together today, y'all know how I do it. I was up and down these internet streets. And I must say the internet streets are pretty busy because of the fact that Kensington Palace and Buckingham Palace are both have sent out their flying monkeys. And every flying monkey that can write an article or that writes for a news organization have wrote a hit piece about Harry or one of his or his accolades, one of his charities. They have. And everyone who got a mouth has spoke something about it. They are so jealous. Harry's week has really, really exposed them for who they are. And I mean, it is nothing but nonsense and silliness that they are writing. And we're going to get into some of it. But Harry's transition from working role to world advocate, global advocate, has absolutely shook them. They are shooketh, to say the least. And I think the one that's the most shooketh is his brother. They did not see this coming at all. They never saw Harry's success. Y'all remember that tweet I had yesterday about how, it had Harry as a little boy with his juice box? And they said their biggest mistake they ever made was to underestimate him. And that's true. I said the other day, I said we should have knew Harry was going to be all right when he, at 19, founded and created the Cinnabon charity. We should have knew right then what Harry was about. And they should have knew too. But they always blew him off, always continued to, use him, abuse him, scapegoat him, and pretty much gaslit him. Having him to believe that his life goal was to follow behind William and to lift him up and let William take all of his ideas, because we all know that Princess Trust, that Princess, what was, I think it was called the Princess Trust, where him and William had together. Uh, put the name in the comments if you know, but I think it was the Princess Trust. But Harry had all the ideas, heads together. All that was Harry's ideas, and you can see since Harry and Meghan has gone, who it's nothing there but Earthflop and that pretend organization that Kate has, that has taken her 10 years to come up with 5 questions that she can't even answer. I have never known anybody come up with 5 questions that they can't even answer themselves. It's ridiculous. But yeah, that's all. And has enabled her to walk around with a binder. Never saw Kate with a binder until Meghan had a binder. I mean, it's unbelievable. But I digress. I digress. But yes, this is what's going on. And they are systematically attacking everything that they can when it comes to Harry. They want to try to tear him down. And it's really, if it wasn't so sinister, it would be laughable, because you have tried to do this for 8 straight years. You have tried to malign and smear and besmirch this couple in every way possible. I couldn't even, if it was a Jeopardy question to ask me what other way could they malign Prince Harry and Meghan, I wouldn't be able to answer it. What else can you do? I mean, they have talked about their kids, just everything that you can think of, they have done. And now here they are. The flying monkeys are all in the air right now with their articles, coming out with article after article after article. That little pipsqueak over to Newsweek, that Jack Royston, he done come out with 2 or 3 in the past couple of days. He usually, you rarely get an article from him every week. And him and his friend name is James Crawford Smith. He's the other half of the Y'all, I have to censor myself because I get hyped up. I have to calm myself down because it really gets on my nerves, for real. Because this couple doesn't bother anybody. All they want to do is to live their lives and thrive and, you know, be excellent. and they just cannot stand it. I just think back to what Harry said when he was doing his interviews promoting Spare, and he was on the ITV, that he was doing the ITV interview. And he said he was asked by the interviewer, "Are you happy?" And he said, "I'm very happy." He said, "I know that will, that would make some people angry to hear that." I was like, really? And now I understand exactly what Harry is saying. Of course, it makes him angry. And you know what? How totally, how totally void. I mean, what a hole you have to have in your soul to not, if that's your brother or your son, to not be happy to see them happy. And William, Harry's happiness and success, he takes it as an affront to him. He actually does. I mean, I have never saw anything like it before in my life. It's crazy. And that's what's happening on these internet streets. And the squatties are just dragging everybody that comes out with an article. It is a little chaotic over there on Twitter because it is no particular person or thing that they're dragging. They just dragging everybody. An article will pop up, they'll drag that article. Another article will pop up, they'll drag that one. Somebody will say something, they'll skull drag them. It's every man for himself and God for us all, I guess. Over on X, it is because the squatties do not play. They know that we don't play. And I have said this many, many times. You can take that stick and hit that hornet's nest if you want to, but they gonna come out and they gonna be stinging. And I'm telling you, it's some comebacks on X. Ooh, I can't even put them up on my channel because it's some squatters saying some stuff over there. And they are saying it directly to the people who wrote the articles. This is not just, where somebody just take an article and then they make a comment and people make it up under it. No, 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 no. They are skull dragging Jack Royston. They going straight to the source to skull drag the people who wrote the article. That's what the squatties are doing. They go straight to the Daily Mail. The Daily Mail just, I mean, they post it, they put it on X, and I'm telling you, the squatties go straight for the neck. And I'll tell you that when I get to it. But let's get into some articles. That's what's going on these streets here, and so we're going to discuss. I pretty much don't have a whole lot from X today. I just wanted to discuss some of the articles. It is so many articles. If I discussed all the articles that these flying monkeys have been out here flying around and writing, we'll be here 2, 3 hours. But I just chose a few and we're just going to touch on them and we'll discuss. All right, the first one is this. This one is from James Crawford Smith. And he wants to try to put William in the same category as Harry, meaning that he says Prince Harry and William face similar PR problems. They know that's a lie. What they trying to say is this, that when William go and do um, engagements, nobody really show up or show a whole lot of interest in what he's doing because he needs his wife. But they want to say the same thing about Harry because Harry was in New York this week without Meghan. Like that is some kind of revelation. The marriage is dying. They are divorcing. He's moved out of the house and all kinds of stuff just because a man who works did a work trip. But they want to make it into all kinds of stuff. But I digress. But no, that's true for William, but that's not true for Harry. Harry has his own shine and they know it. Meghan has her own shine and they know it. And when they put those two shines together, it shines brighter than anything that they can come up with over there across the pond. And that's just fact. But when they are separate doing their thing, they are just as interesting. Look how we contributed our all our week to talking about Harry. We did not, it wasn't like, oh, well, Harry's going to be in New York. We're not going to talk about it, because he ain't bringing Megan. No, we didn't do that. We made sure that we covered everything that Harry's done because Harry has his own shine. What do we say? Harry is going to Africa. We are so excited because Harry has his own shine. William don't. And Kate doesn't have one either. I guess they can just together they're a little better than what they are separate. But Harry and Meghan, Harry is good without Meghan. Meghan is good without Harry. Together, they are extraordinary. And everybody knows that. And everybody who saw Harry in New York knows that Harry has his own shine. Harry was in them New York streets, in those NYC streets, moving like the boss that he is. He was taking meetings, sitting on panels, and the world took notice to the point where he couldn't even go get a tattoo. They are over there interviewing the tattoo artist. How does Harry need Meghan for PR? And the same with Megan. Megan go out with friends and everybody take note. What she's wearing, what she doing, why she going around, that everybody take note. She don't need Harry. But when they come together, that's what makes them extraordinary together. I don't know what they're talking about, but they want to try to put Harry in the same category. And it's ridiculous. But let's read a little bit of it. It says Prince Harry and William face similar PR problems. We know that's a lie. Prince Harry and Prince William both face a similar public relations challenge when attending official events. And I believe this was written to make William feel better. Because anybody with two eyes and two ears could see that Harry, that's not true. Harry has his own shine. And it was on full display in New York City this week. William's dullness was on full display this week in Aberdeen. But what's that week before last? I can't remember because it was so boring. I didn't even take note in my head. But no, they still trying to lump Harry in with William. Nah, uh-uh. But let's go on. It says Prince Harry, and Prince William both face similar public relations challenges when attending official events. How the uh, how to maintain strong public interest in what they are doing without support of their high-profile spouses. A new episode of Newsweek Royal Report podcast has discussed. Well, y'all can sit there and discuss on your podcast all you want to, but if you're discussing and said Harry needs Meghan in order to draw attention, you're lying. And if you say Meghan needs Harry to draw attention, you're still lying. You're lying. But you're not lying when it comes to William. William couldn't even draw flies in Scotland. And maybe two or three more people would have showed up if Kate had been there. Who knows? But It's not, the two is not the same. It's apples and oranges. It really is. And these people are crazy. It said both William and Harry have undertaken a range of important solo public engagements in recent weeks. William attended several events connected to his homeless initiative, Homeward, and Harry undertook a multi-day working trip to New York. Both of these undertakings have been made without Princess Kate, who is mostly stepped out of the public eye this year because of her cancer diagnosis and treatment, and Meghan, who remained in California with her children while Harry was in New York. And Harry had all kind of publicity. When Harry went through the entrance of the UN, everybody was calling his name, Harry, Harry, Harry. And Harry said, yeah, I'm here. I'm here. Harry did that little nod of the head. Yeah, it's me. It's me. So stop it. Stop it. I just can't even understand it. It said through the royal princes attract, I see, though the royal princes attract attention wherever they might be appearing in public, this is undoubtedly significantly increased when they are accompanied by their glamorous and popular spouses. Well, I guess they are finally admitting that Meghan is popular. I guess they are. But let me tell you this. Harry don't need Meghan to get attention. Meghan doesn't need Harry to get attention. And this is a lie. Because look at Jimmy Fallon's show. Them girls in the what is it tonight? Mayor Maze, Haunted Maze. When they recognized it with Prince Harry, they went, oh, Prince Harry. Harry has his own shine. Meghan has her own shine. William and Kate, neither have any shine. Kate caught cancer in order to try to develop a little better shine. But I'm telling you, why did they write this? This is so unnecessary. Obviously, fashion is a huge part of people's love for the royals, and so many jobs that has Meghan will be getting a whole additional audience among people who love her outfits and what kind of engage from let's see what kind of engage from fashion perspective. Royston added, he said that Harry and Meghan aren't the only couple to experience this. Well, nobody don't be wearing Kate's clothes, cause Kate's clothes is Meghan's clothes. She don't do nothing but copy Meghan. So why would we copy Kate, secondhand Kate? Because of the fact that before Kate left the world stage, where she had to get off because she was so embarrassing herself by copying Megan so hard, it was so ridiculous and it was embarrassing. So my whole thing is, what are you talking about? Megan is so popular that Kate copies her. Megan is she influences fashion to the point where Kate copies her. So why bother copy somebody who's copying somebody else when we can copy the original, which is Megan? It makes no sense. But anyway, it's they then they go in and they talk about Earth Flop and how Earth Flop is going to Cape Town, South Africa later this year, assuming that Kate doesn't surprise everybody and turn up. Before Kate got cancer, she wasn't turning up. Let's not pretend that she was. Because Earth Flop was in Singapore and Kate didn't turn up and she didn't have, Well, she didn't profess to have performative cancer then. The last Earth block Kate went to was in Boston, and they booed them all the way back over there to the UK. They did boo, boo, boo. And we all know what the coach of the Boston Celtics said. Royal family. I only know one royal family. You talking about Jesus and Mary and Joseph? Yeah. So stop it. Stop it. All right. So let's go to the next story because this story is ridiculous. And the next story is they want to try to trash African parks. And we all know that what they regurgitating, rehashing, rewinding, that re that they do, is this story about one of the rangers abusing some of the native people. And I'm not saying that that's not a serious thing. That is a very serious thing. But we have a saying here in America, we don't throw the baby away with the bathwater. Meaning that because if someone did something wrong, that doesn't mean that what you're doing is not good. You can't control. How you going to control everybody, every link in the chain? You're gonna control that. You always gonna have somebody who is going to step out of line or take a left. They just are in any kind of organization. And what you do, you weed them out and you keep going. And they act like they want Harry to shut the place down because of this incident. Now, like I said, it is horrible. And African Park said that they were going to do an investigation. And if they find out that this person is what they, and one thing, Daily Fail is the one who threw up all these accusations where they went over there and said that this is what some of the native people was telling them. And like I said, I don't doubt it or whatever because I don't know. But what I do know is you don't shut down a whole organization, a whole initiative that's helping a wide swath of people and animal and in a preserve. You don't shut all that down because one or two people are clowning and wilding out and needs to be dealt with. Because it if you show me any organization, it's always somebody who is going to have to be dealt with. I don't care what it is. In the church, whatever you can in my wedding when I got married, it's always going to be a bridesmaid or somebody going to have to be dealt with. What is the problem here? But no, it is anything that they can use to smear and besmirch Harry. And they up there talking about Prince Harry cowardly over controversial Prince Harry cowardly over controversial project. Why is African Park controversial? One of the richest men in the world sits on the board there. Robert Walton, who owns Walmart and the Denver Broncos. He was there. He didn't act like he was ashamed to be there. Katie Couric was there. She was the one who actually was in charge of the panel, who directed the panel. Nobody is feeling any kind of way about African parks, but here they are. Here are the monkeys trying to stir up something to try to say that Harry's week in New York, I think it was like 4 days in New York, was not successful. And talking about cowardly. And this is from Newsweek and James Crawford Smith again. See what I tell you? All these articles. This is two about him. Just article after article. It's as if they just lost their rabbit minds when Harry transitioned. Now William is transitioning, and they don't have anything to say about that. He is slowly he's in a transharial transition, trying to transition into his brother, his baby brother at that. Boy, I'm telling you, and I'm saying William is going to be king, and he just cannot take that his brother is making a way in this world on his own and not there for him to boss around, for him to take credit for all his ideas and his projects. He had a problem with it. Let's go on, and it says a new episode of they talking about that podcast again. So evidently they talked about this is what they talked about on the podcast. Has heard the decision to keep the event connected with one of Harry's most controversial projects closed to the media in New York this month as been labeled outrageous as the prince faced calls earlier in the year to sever his relationship with the organization. And they saying that the reason it's so outrageous is because they had the meeting closed to the public. Why wouldn't they have it closed to the public when you got flying monkeys flying all over the place trying to disrupt things? Why would they not have it closed? I'm thinking all of them was closed because these were meetings of travelers. These was meetings to talk about how what direction the initiative is going to go. Doing networking and linking up together with other initiatives, seeing where the need is and pinpointing that. I don't need all these flying monkeys flying around there trying to disrupt. And that's exactly what they wanted. And they told me it was outrageous that it was closed to the public. This is what this whole article is. It says Harry traveled to New York City this month to undertake engagements connected to several of his charities happening at the same time at the United Nations General Assembly, High Level Week and Climate Week. And that right there is the rub. That right there was the rub. When Harry bounced his little tail right on into the United Nations over there to the Clinton Initiative, gave this knock out of the park speech, standing ovation, and they have a problem with that. They have a problem with that. Harry was on full display, and did he need Meghan? Absolutely not. He did not. I was just following everything that he was doing without Meghan. Just like if Meghan was out doing something solo, I would be following everything that Meghan would be doing. And if they're together, I am doubly thrilled about it. But they want to pretend like Harry doesn't have his own shine. Come on now. Harry's been shining all his life. Diana gave him that. And it's not failing him now. All right, and then they talking about the human rights abuse allegations in 2024, saying that one of these events was held in the Metropolitan Club in Manhattan by the conservation charity African Parks, which Harry became a board member in 2023 after serving 6 years as president, and which has become a subject of human rights abuse allegations in 2024. Here it goes. In January, Britain's Mail on Sunday. I told you that's who it was. This is the person. This is the entity. The Mail on Sunday. The fail. It says in January, Britain's Mail on Sunday newspaper published an expose of an alleged abuse being made by African park rangers against indigenous people of the national park in the Republic of Congo. Now, I'm not saying that that didn't happen, but you always have to be wary of the person who brings you. My grandmother said, you always be wary of somebody who will bring a bone. And we all know what the Daily Mail is about. And we all know how they go and twist things and get people to say things. And we saw that with the Pat Tillman. We saw that how they did that. How Caroline, what's her name? Uh, I forgot her last name, but her, yeah, how she went and found Pat Tillman's mother and did what she did. So why wouldn't we not be suspicious of this? Not saying it did not happen, but they said that they were going to investigate it. But just like this mess that they got in the newspaper today, I have a feeling that ain't much going to come of it. And even if it is something like that, you do not throw the baby away with the bathwater. You just don't. Just because someone is wilding out, doing things that they shouldn't be doing, what you do is you get rid of them. But your mission continues. But they don't want Harry to have anything. They want to try to besmirch everything he does. But let's think back about Earthlock. One of Earthlock's board members were accused of ape, charged with ape. You know what I'm trying to say, the word, and was convicted of ape. And he was on the board of Earthlock. Why is they not calling for Earthlock to be shut down? I don't see that. And that's why they were saying when they were talking about bragging about Chef Jose Andre, somebody he got Chef Jose Andre. They say, yeah, you want to talk about Chef Jose Andre, but you don't want to talk about the one that was convicted of ape that was on your board and had to resign, who Chef Andre may be replacing. Don't want to talk about him, but yet and still they want to talk about something a ranger maybe did way in the wilderness, like you gonna have control over everybody's behavior. This isn't an administrative problem, meaning that if he did that, then you need to remove him and report him to the authorities. But shut down a whole organization, smear the whole organization. I don't see them smearing Earthlock. And look who was sitting on their board. Stop it. Stop it. But this is what they do. All right. Same daily fail had this. And like every Sunday, I said every Sunday, they got to have something to write about Harry and Meghan to try to sell some papers to the stupid, and I'm saying stupid people who buy it. Because you have to be a full on moron to not have figured out that this paper is nothing but a rag that is not even worthy of being in someone's bathroom used as bathroom tissue. So you're stupid. If you buy the Daily Fail, yeah, you're stupid. You're stupid. And this man, this Lord, what is his name? Lord uh, Byron called him Lord Nappyhead. Byron said he is ambiguous. And I believe too, if he did his DNA, I think he'll be surprised because his mama looks really suspect to me. She looked like she is absolutely related to somebody who looks like me. I'm just saying. And so does he. His hair don't look no different than mine. I'm just saying. But I digress. Every weekend, every Sunday, they're going to have some nonsense about Harry and Meghan to try to sell these idiots the paper. And that's what they do. And today's is about Archewell. Like I said, evidently, The call went out, the memo went out, they sent it out, attack all of Harry's charities and initiatives, attack his foundation, attack everything that he did in New York this week. Attack, 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 attack whatever you can. And so what have we gotten? We have gotten an attack on him, talking about he is just like William, he needs Meghan. Harry loves Meghan. He doesn't need Meghan. And Meghan loves Harry. But Meghan doesn't need Harry. Meghan was a multi-millionaire when she came into that family. If anybody needed anybody, it's Harry need Meghan. But Harry has his own shine. His mom gave it to him. And it was on full display this week. But when they are together, it's magic. And that's it. But they wanted to do that, wanted to try to compare him just because William had a horrible, horrible show. People are not showing up. They don't care nothing about it. Charles, no, they don't care anything about it. In Scotland, I would not be surprised if they didn't hurry up and get rid of the monarchy because they don't, them people, Charles came down the street and them people didn't even turn around to look to see if he was going to continue on down the street. Never broke their stride in walking. They care less. They are so unbothered by these people. And who would not? Mm, 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 mm. I could really go on a tangent right now, but I'm going to try to control myself. Yes. So, but yet and still, they want to try to drag Harry and Meghan into their nonsense. No, Harry and Meghan is very popular. Meghan puts on a necklace, it sells out. She put on a dress, it sells out. She put on the shoes, it sells out. Kate put on anything, and we wonder what it is. Or it looks just like something that Meghan has wore. She's copying her. She even in Cialis commercial, she had on. I think it's called Veronica Beard. That designer, that's the same designer that Megan wore to Columbia. That was wearing in Columbia. She is nothing but a complete piece of what is it? Not Play-Doh. I was just silly putty, silly putty. I'm gonna put it up here. I said that before. You know, when I was growing up, we had this toy. You put it on cartoons or whatever, and it comes out a complete and exact copy. And that's what she is. So no, Harry's not. And so they wanted to attack Harry, talking about he was like William, which he's not, in that he needs Meghan. He has his own shine. Want to attack African Parks, and now they want to attack Archewell. And this is what it says: Harry and Meghan missing millions. Archewell Foundation didn't declare 4 million of the latest tax returns as all eyes turn to Sussex's upcoming declaration with question over where money went. And they knew this was nonsense when they printed it. They knew that Harry and Meghan had done nothing wrong when they printed it. This is what a Squatty put up. I'm gonna put it up here. It says, there are no missing millions. It's the Daily Mail again. Lying again, spreading lies around again about the Sussexes. It's funny to see the Daily Express debunking the Daily Mail's lies. Yeah, you heard it right. The Daily Express debunked what the Daily Mail printed on their pages today. And I'm going to put it up here, right here. It says Prince Harry, Meghan Markle's fight back in ludicrous missing million claims. Exclusive source has hit back at the ludicrous claim that the Sussexes charity Archewell has hidden charity funds in a missing million scandal. And it says sources close to Prince Harry and Meghan Markle has hit back at a ludicrous claim that the couple's charity has hidden charity funds in a missing millions scandal. Mail Online claimed today that the Duke and Duchess of Sussex was given two grants of more than 4.5 million pounds, $6 million over the last 2 years, but both are missing from the charity's latest 990 tax return. However, Archewell told the publication that the records, which declared $2,911 in the latest income tax in the latest returns are correct, and the money will appear on the next tax return like they are required to do. Express.co.uk launched its own investigation this morning and found that the Sussex's records are 100% correct. Now, when you got I mean, the Express is the rag of the rags. I mean, it's like a rag had another rag. It's just that low. It's a rag of the rag of a rag. That's how low the Daily Express. And when the Daily Express is actually correcting you, you have fallen down to a level that I don't think anybody has ever been before. Yes, and they trying to smear Archwell with lies. And let me tell you what they're doing. And this is what I have noticed that they've been doing this for a while. Y'all remember when they did that article about Megan when she was at that celebrity, not the celebrity, that charity tennis tournament that Archwell had sponsored? It was the Saturday before Harry's birthday, and they was talking about her jewelry, how much jewelry she had on. I think they said she had on over 30 some thousand or more jewelry or whatever dollars it was. And just to have that headline, so all of the hags and the haters and the potato heads who actually live in their mama's basement or live by themselves with the 18,000 cats that they got can feel bad, who feel real bad about themselves, and it's easy to hate on Megan because Megan has this extraordinary life. Because we all know those kind of women are the women who really hate on Megan, the ones who are just so toe up from the flow up that if you really would see them in real life, you would probably throw up on the spot because of the stench that's coming from their body odor. Those kind, yes. And so they write articles like that to to feed the hate for these women that they have for Megan, because here Megan is a woman of color who is beautiful, and who these rotten old hags over here, and when I say rotten, I mean smell rotten too, their body odor and all, so they can hate on Megan to make themselves feel better. And so they write headlines like this, but then within the article, if you look within the article, they correct it. They said, well, they counted her engagement ring and the stack that she always wears and all that kind of stuff like that. But the headline is always this kind of negative headline in order to invoke hate against Megan. And they done the same with this headline to smear and to insinuate that somehow Archewell is just a little shady. They are over there doing real shady accounting or something like that. And then you go into the article and they actually correct themselves in the article. The Daily Express really didn't even have to do its own research, because if you read that article, if you go back to that article in the Daily Fail, that they had that old shady lying headline at the top, you go within that article and they actually tell you what's going on because they don't want to be sued. They have started doing that, putting a headline up there because they know that they're ignorant, backwards, dumb people who read that garbage will just read the headline because they don't have the IQ. They don't have the depth to go into the article and read the article. All they want is the hate right on top so I can have the ability to hate on Megan or hate on Harry for their lifestyle. That's why they always talk about how much Harry's house costs, how much, you know, how many bedrooms he got, how many bathrooms he got. Because these people are living in shanty shacks and they want to feel bad about they don't want to feel bad about themselves because hating on Megan makes them feel better. But Megan has worked to get everything she has got. Everything. And Harry is working too. Harry has a job. Harry has a job. And why shouldn't Megan have nice things? Why shouldn't she? But this is what they have started to do. They write these old salacious headlines, and then you go within the article and they tell the truth. So sneaky and underhanded. But yeah, that's what they did. So they tried to smear Harry by putting him with William, talking about he ain't got no shine without Megan. So they tried to smear African Parks, talking about throw the baby away with the bathwater just because the Daily Fail went and talked to some of the people, indigenous people, and they said that. And African Park said that they were going to investigate, but that Daily Fail stirring up stuff, stirring things up. It's ridiculous. And then now they wanted to smear Archewell. And like I tell you, over on X, everybody getting drugged. The squatters is dragging everybody because they are coming for everything. The flying monkeys are just flying around, and the squatties are just just skull dragging as many people as they possibly can, all at the same time and going directly to the place who is saying this nonsense. And let's that's trying to drag Netflix over there trying to this is Tom Sykes. It's not an exclusive, it's not something that come from William or Charles or anything like that. No, but he just doing his assignment as all of the flying monkeys are today. And so his assignment was to talk about Netflix and Harry's upcoming series, Polo. And talking about Polo is not gonna, it's gonna fail because Harry is not gonna be the star of it. The star of it is gonna be Nacho Pereira's. And that people are gonna be, when they find out, they're gonna be so disappointed that Harry is not gonna be the star, so it's not gonna make it. Have you saw Nacho lately? Nacho is gonna be just fine in there. And Harry is producing this. Just like this whole movie that Harry and Meghan is doing. Harry and Meghan is not gonna be in that movie. They're producing it. Look at the Obamas. They in all kinds of stuff that they produced. And but these people, they want everything to fail. And then they were talking about in here, oh, thumbhead, um, Tom Sykes. I'm gonna start calling him. What is it? What is it? Uh, uh, God, Tom Thumb. That's what I'm gonna try calling him. Y'all ever heard of that? That it's like a fairy tale Tom Thumb, and I'm gonna call him Tom Thumb from now on because his head looked like a thumb. And I'm gonna find a picture of him and put it up here. But yes, Tom Thumb. And y'all will see his head look just like a thumb. But he's talking about that. That was his assignment to spew bile all over Polo, and just and talk about how um, uh, their Netflix what is it? Oh God. I see, I'm so upset. I just lose my train of thought. Their contract, their Netflix contract is up next year and they need a hit. They need a hit. Like they hadn't had a hit. They done had plenty of hits. And also Megan's cooking show is going to be a hit. And I'm gonna buy, I need new cookware and I am gonna be all up in there finding me some luxury cookware. I sure am. I cannot wait. I'm gonna see what Megan is cooking in, and then I'm gonna be cooking in it too. And that's the way that's gonna go. So y'all can just go on with this nonsense. But yeah, so we are, that's four things that they're coming at Harry and Meghan about. And I'll tell you the one that really gets me hyped up more than any one of them on here. I mentioned how they was trying to talk about Harry Shine and what he did this week, how they came at African Parks, how they came at Polo. But the one that gets me the hyped up the most is that's Archewell. Oh, it makes me mad when they come out after Archwell. And especially about nonsense. Nonsense. But they so jealous of Harry and Meghan's foundation that it has started to run with the big dogs. They're no longer on the porch anymore. They're running with the big dogs. They're with the Clinton Global Initiatives. They're with all these organizations like Rob um, Walton. They are running with the big dogs in the foundation circles. Okay, and Harry is in there making connections. Harry is in there making things happen for his charities. This is what this trip to South Africa and Lesotho is about. He was not just in New York showing off. Harry is not a showboat. He's not. He is about doing the things that he needs to do to get the results that he is after. It's ridiculous. But yes, that is one of the things that, I mean, they just keep, and like I said, it's just so much nonsense. It's ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. But yet and still, like one of the squatties over on X said, they just go choose to ignore. Like they was talking about Archwell's taxes, which we all know it was all in the up and up. And they even said it in their article, but yet and still they choose to ignore that William chose not to even show how much taxes he chose to pay or if he paid any. And they just took that, thank you, sir, and went on about their business. When he said it, they ate it up and thank you, sir, and went on. But yet and still here they are, got their nose all up in a charity that is not even in their country, that has nothing to do with them. And the income taxes that is being paid is being reported to the United States of America, not to the United Kingdom. Why are you over here bothering people? Why? It's just ridiculous. Oh, oh, these people are getting so crazy, so stupid. It's just ridiculous. But I'm going to end it right there. But I'm going to do one more thing. And I just want to remind the Daily Fail, the Daily Express, and all those people, all those haters over there, that this right here is your queen. That's your queen. And I just love it for y'all. I do. I love it for y'all. And here she is again, drunk on the streets of Scotland. Yep, that's y'all's queen, all right. That's all I can say. That is y'all's queen. And if we miss the bullet of Donald Trump, we'll get to laugh even harder. If we have President Kamala Harris, we are really gonna drag her. All right, and y'all know what that means. That means that cartoon, Harry, Harry. Understand who you dealing with because you should see today how they have just unleashed all their flying monkeys on you. Don't mess with these people. Don't go over there near them because they have the knives out. They do. And don't eat their food. Bye, y'all.